Hi everyone, this is Sasha from LongPlayVinyl, and in today's video we will be adjusting our tone arm height on our turntables. A lot of people overlook this aspect when they're setting up their turntables or when they're using their turntables, but it's very important in order to assure proper groove tracking. And why exactly you need to set up this height, the tone arm height. You might think that it's already preset from the factory and you shouldn't be touching it, but you should be touching it because you might have a different mat for your record. You might change your cart and have a different stylus, and all those things come in play, which results sometimes in your tone arm height not being proper. Your tone arm might be too low or too high, and this is why we will be adjusting that height in today's video. I will be using my Technics SL1200 MK5, but the process is very similar for a lot of turntables, especially if you have an Audio Technica or one of those more popular models that kind of look like this one. Most of them will have the tone arm height adjustment done exactly the same way as this Technics turntable. Once again, there isn't a standard height that applies to all the turntables because, as I mentioned, people might use different components, different mats, and there simply isn't a way for the manufacturer to predict what you'll be using. Before you proceed with setting up your tone arm height, you need to make sure that your stylus tracking force is set correctly. And we did a video previously, which I'll link to here and below in the description as well, so you could check it out and set your stylus tracking force, balance your tone arm, and have all of that ready before you proceed to the height adjustment. When adjusting your tone arm height, there are three things that you must pay attention to because three things are involved in that process. First, you have your tone arm lock switch, which is behind the tone arm. Then there's the control ring for the height adjustment. And there's an index line right here, which is in red on the Technics. It might be a different color on your turntable, but it's right here and it's pretty clearly visible. First thing you need to do is take an actual record and put it on your turntable because you'll need to adjust the tone arm height with the record on the table. To make the adjustment, you have to unclip your tone arm and gently set it on your record, somewhere at the beginning, one of the first grooves. Set it carefully, then go down and look and make sure that your tone arm is perfectly horizontal when you're looking at it. For example, if you're looking at your tone arm and you see that it's too low, I don't recommend setting it while your tone arm is on the record because once again you want to protect your stylus, you want to protect your record. So the best thing would be to put it back up in its place, clip it in, and then play with your adjustment ring. So first of all, you need to disengage your lock. Once you've done that, you could turn your adjustment ring counterclockwise to lower your tone arm or clockwise in order to raise it up. Some people use rulers and they check on different sides after adjustment, of course, to make sure that the distance is equal everywhere. Once it's set properly, in your opinion, you could unclip it, put it back on the record, and very gently, and then check once again that it's perfectly straight. Repeat this process until your tone arm is perfectly horizontal and you're happy with the result. If you're happy with the result, put the tone arm back in its place, clip it in, and lock your adjustment ring. One last thing that you might need to adjust, but probably not because this is factory set and in most cases people never have to touch that. But just in case, what happens sometimes that your tone arm, when you actually lift it up, sometimes you see that your stylus is still very, very low and very close to the record. That means that your tone arm lift is not set properly. So the tone arm lift is this little black plastic piece right here, and there is a screw that you could see if you look from the top, and turning this screw clockwise or counterclockwise will basically lower or put this black piece higher, and this will adjust your tone arm lift. So when your tone arm is over your record, the Q lever is up, you could simply look down and see how close your stylus is to the record. If it's like 1 millimeter or something crazy close, then you need to adjust the lift. If it's a good healthy few millimeters, then forget about the Tonearm lift and don't touch it. By setting the proper tone arm height, you are sure that you have proper groove tracking on your turntable, and you make sure that everything sounds good and everything works fine. If something wasn't clear in this video, please do post a comment in the comment box below and we'll help you out by answering your questions. If you like this video, click the like, and if you like our content, simply subscribe to our channel so we could put out more content for you. Thanks so much for watching.